Hey, welcome back. This video is actually super quick. It's way less than 5 minutes. We're going to go through cross-checking data for IAS Lodgement, so your PAYG for your payroll monthly. I'm just going to show you the two reports you need to pull, where you've got to reconcile it to, and ATO triggers for red flags. So let's jump into that now. So if we pull our IAS report for February 2025 for today's purposes, we can see in the W1 field, we've got 10895. And in the W2 field, we have 1718, which automatically pulls from the payroll report anyway. If the W1 field is different, that's usually to do with any allowances that comes across from the wages component. We go into that in a lot more depth in our actual training course. Today, we're just going to quickly nip through this and know that that's all correct. So what we're going to do is we're going to cross-check that to the payroll employee summary report. So we can see that the gross earnings, 10895 matches, and we can see that W2, the PAYG tax component 1718 matches, and that is the payable amount for that month. Now, if you're doing BAS quarterly, in that quarterly BAS, it's only for that month of the quarter. So for example, March quarter BAS will only have the March monthly component, not the full quarter, just for the IAS, because that's reported monthly. So it's still reported monthly even in the quarterly BAS. So that's the payroll summary report that we cross-check that data. And then thirdly, when we pay the PAYG payable, which is done on the 21st of the following month, so this is February, it is due on the 21st of March, as an example, we jump across to the reconciliation and we can see the 1718 has been paid to the ATO. We want to match that to the WHO, ATO, or Australian Taxation Office, and the PAYG withholding account, and we just the Y PAYG for February 2025. Now, a common mistake, this will trigger a big red flag with the ATO, is if any of these amounts are different to what's actually been reported. So as you know, STP is recorded and that data gets sent to the ATO once you lodge the payroll. If this differs to the payroll report, you can see, for example, the W2, we've got 1518. If you change that amount, that's going to trigger the ATO as a red flag. They'll probably reach out and be like, hey, they'll send a letter. They were not going to call or anything. They'll say, hey, why is this amount different? Provide your data. And usually they'll even ask sometimes for a year's worth of data to make sure it hasn't been a consistent error, even if it's a one-off. So really make sure that those details are correct when you lodge that. And that is my 3 little tick off the list to do the PAYG IAS lodgements monthly. Obviously, there's a lot more into it. We go through that in our course. But this is just the basic checks and a common mistake if it's going to trigger the ATO.